Hi, you guys. Welcome to Bombshell 1111 Girl Talk Podcast, hosted by me, Kia Lee. This podcast is about encouraging women to selfishly love themselves. On the Girl Talk Podcast series, expect to have your mind expanded, curse words said, and gain a new perspective on just how much of a bombshell you truly are. I'm so excited to launch my Girl Talk Bombshell 1111 podcast series, you guys. We will talk about everything from beauty, love, relationships, entrepreneurship, mental health, and more. Basically, every topic for every girl to listen to and to be able to gain something valuable from the podcast. But for the first episode, I figured why not introduce myself onto the new Girl Talk series, Bombshell 1111, giving you guys a little background about my inspiration for creating the Girl Talk Bombshell 1111 podcast series. So today's topic is going to be about confidence. I wanted to share some tips that assisted me in becoming more confident after a dark period in my life. Hopefully some of these tips I use and I still currently use, will help you guys with whatever journey that you guys are currently on. So yeah. Let's just jump right in. My journey really was about a transformation, and I went through that journey back in 2017. I was in a long-term relationship for almost 12 years, and the breakup was kind of bad. It was really bad. And from that breakup, I lost my confidence. I lost myself. I lost so many things, and I had to go through that dark night of the soul. I had to go through a dark period, in my life in order for me to regain my confidence. And in doing so, I just did a lot of things that would help me potentially grow and to have more self-love for myself. So some of the things that I did, one, I spent a lot of time alone. I disconnected from social media, Facebook, Instagram, literally disconnected. When I did disconnect, I spent that time learning more about myself, learning more about my spirituality, getting more deep into that. I started doing prayer twice a day, morning and night. I also started reading more books on like motivation, self-love, listening to audio books, watching videos on YouTube that kind of put all the pieces together, and it was a domino effect. And once I watched one video, it kind of connected the piece to the previous video that I watched, and from that it was able to kind of help me see things in a different light and help me to be able to feel better than what I did in that moment. So for a lot of us, I know the first thing that we do when we wake up in the morning is grab our phones and go straight to social media. I had to learn that in doing that doesn't allow me time for self-love, self-care, because I'm already, before my day starts, looking at other people's energies and the things that they have going on in their life, not knowing that it's triggering me subconsciously. In future podcasts, I'll discuss how those traumas kind of affect us here in the now, whether that being from a past relationship or from a past childhood trauma. So yeah, that was one thing that I definitely had to do. I also found interest in new hobbies that I never thought that I ever had interest in before, like doing the podcast. Never thought that I would be ever confident enough to be able to share my private life and to speak publicly to people that I didn't know and people that I did know, sometimes only to be judged. But throughout my journey, I'm learning that the things that you go through can also help someone throughout their journey. So there's no need to be ashamed. There's no need to care about being judged, because your journey can potentially help someone else. I also learned that confidence is like staying away from the inner voice that compares you to anyone else, whether that's their inner or their outer beauty. You have to own your own uniqueness. That's having confidence. When you walk into the room, you have to own a room. You own the room with your presence. That is the thing that people remember. Not how you looked or what you wore. It's about the confidence that you had and the way that you carry yourself. And that's something that I definitely try to do in my everyday life. I was doing that before, but even more so now. 2 tips that I would like to leave you guys with. Number 1, accept who you are. Accept yourself. When you go through those moments in life where you feel like you're unworthy of, or you're not valuable enough for another person or for a particular situation, I always use the Serenity Prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So using that when you have those moments to kind of, redirect you, and to also motivate you. And once you learn to accept your flaws and embrace your flaws, you'll learn to gain your more confidence and to regain your confidence back. The second thing, talk to yourself out loud in the mirror. This is something that I learned when I started getting more into manifesting and things like that. And I may potentially do some podcast series on manifestation because that's so important in life. People don't pay a lot of attention to it, but it is very true. You think about what you bring about, you bring about what you think about. But talking to yourself out loud in the mirror and telling yourself that, yeah, I look good, yeah, I'm beautiful. You have to tell yourself that, because if you don't tell yourself that, no one else is going to tell yourself that. No one else is going to tell you that. I'm sorry. You have to feel confident within yourself. You have to look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, yeah, I'm the shit. I'm the shit, bitch. I'm the shit, bitch. That's what my spiritual mentor says all the time to us within the circle. You have to learn how to encourage self. Shout out to Ghetto Nun. You have to encourage yourself within. Otherwise, you're always gonna feel less than, less valuable, and you're gonna stay stagnant in that particular space in your life. So yeah, I hope you guys like this first episode, and then going forward, like I told you, there are going to be more episodes, and in those episodes I will have special guests, and those special guests will be discussing various topics, and they'll give their feedback, and you guys can also give your feedback as well. The new podcast premiere will premiere on my channel every Sunday, so definitely grab you a snack and tune in for each episode. Again, you guys, thanks for visiting my channel. Please like, comment down below, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys later. Bye-bye.